Hello, boys and girls. Hopefully, you had a nice day off yesterday for Labor Day. But today we are going to start science. We have finished our social studies for the first 3 weeks, and now we're going to switch over to science. So, in Google Classroom, find September 8th and the lesson that says Science Fusion Introduction 8. How do we use inquiry skills? Click on your name. Okay, it will look like this, and be sure to open and annotate with Cami. Now, when you get there, it should look like this in Cami. How do we use inquiry skills? Okay, inquiry is a word that you're going to hear a lot in this lesson. It is very, very important for scientists. It's how they discover new information. So down here, looking at this cover right here, I want you to look at these flowers and think about how that they are similar and different. What about their color? Their size, maybe how they feel, okay? And then down here, write the vocabulary term inquiry on the line here, okay? I-N-Q-U-I-R-Y. Write that on the line here using Cami. And then scroll down and you will learn about the new vocabulary word, inquiry skills. Inquiry is how people find out information, okay? So throughout this lesson, you're going to find out how Danny and Sophie use their inquiry skills to do a task for school. Read all of the information here. Please find the sentence that tells the meaning of observe in here and underline that sentence. Okay, asking questions is another very important part of inquiry. Read this page and circle the name for one of the skills in inquiry. Okay, here we are back to Danny and Sophie. They're working in their backyard. After you read this, find the sentence that explains what it means to measure and underline that sentence. Here's Sophie's comparing leaves, and be sure to organize these leaves by size. You can put 1, 2, or 3. Where you model infer, Danny and Sophie draw a map of their backyard. Here's a great little map of what they discovered. And find the sentence that means how to make a model. All right, and their last skill is to infer. And I want you to read this page and then figure out what another question is that Danny and Sophie might ask about the living things in the backyard. Inferring is taking information further and learning even more. All right, and when you're done, do 1, 2, and 3 on the Sum It Up page and the brain check. Okay, you have a word bank here. It's observe, compare, measure, and infer. So let's do the first one together. We get this clue here. It says to find the size or amount of something. And this is one of the words that is scrambled up. Do you think it's observe, compare, measure, or infer? If you said measure, you're right. So you'd write the word measure on the line here. Go ahead and finish 2, 3, and 4. And on the last page, we're going to match each inquiry skill to its meaning. So let's do the first one together. It says to make a good guess about what will happen. Do you think it's planning an investigation, classifying, predicting, or making a model? If you said predicting, you are right. So draw a line from this box down to this box and do the rest. Family members, if you are close by, I would like you to take your child with a ruler and measure 2 things around your house and have your child compare the 2 objects and tell which one is larger.